Lewis Hamilton's electrifying drive at the Imola Grand Prix wasn't just his best Ferrari result this season. It forced a candid admission from team principal Fred Vasseur. This revelation from Vasseur could fundamentally alter Ferrari's strategy for the 2025 campaign. Beyond the celebrations, the Tifosi's roar, and the fourth-place finish lies a stark truth Ferrari can no longer ignore, and they're finally vocalizing it. This isn't merely about a great race, it's a pivotal moment. A shift in mindset where raw performance and blunt honesty converge, exposing Ferrari's strengths and, critically, their persistent limitations. Vasseur's pronouncements, coupled with Hamilton's driving masterclass, have lifted the veil on a team perpetually oscillating between immense potential and frustrating underachievement. We're dissecting exactly what was said, its significance, and how it could revolutionize Ferrari's trajectory. Before we delve into the full breakdown of Hamilton's charge at Imola and Vasseur's eye-opening confession, please do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around until the very end. This story extends far beyond Imola, touching upon Ferrari's future, and you won't want to miss any detail. Let's rewind to Saturday. Qualifying proved disastrous for Ferrari, once again. Leclerc was eliminated in Q2, with Hamilton just behind him in 12th. It was a profound disappointment, especially at their home race. Lewis didn't mince words, describing himself as gutted and devastated in front of the Italian fans. The garage atmosphere was tense, and media pressure on Vasseur mounted, seemingly extinguishing hopes for a strong weekend. But then came Sunday. In quintessential Hamilton style, the seven-time world champion transformed that disappointment into relentless determination. From the moment the lights extinguished, he was on a singular mission, methodical, aggressive, and precise. He expertly navigated the midfield, meticulously managed his tires, and capitalized on two perfectly timed safety car periods. He overtook Alex Albon, then even his own teammate. When the checkered flag fell, he had climbed from 12th to 4th at Imola, in a car still struggling on Saturdays. This is where Fred Vasseur's bombshell enters the narrative. Post-race, Vasseur openly acknowledged what many fans and analysts have highlighted all season. Ferrari's most significant hurdle is qualifying. He stated plainly that they consistently lose 3 to 4 tenths on a Saturday compared to their race pace. This delta, he emphasized, is the critical difference between a midfield position and a podium finish. "We don't have the best car," Vasseur conceded. "Max is still faster, but in race conditions we are very close. The problem is Saturday. If we start higher up, we fight for the podium." This isn't merely a technical observation, it's a strategic wake-up call. For the first time this season, Vasseur shed his defensive posture and admitted the unvarnished truth. Ferrari possesses the raw ingredients but hasn't unlocked their full potential on Saturdays. It took a Hamilton comeback of this magnitude to illuminate that truth, and Hamilton, seizing the opportunity, reinforced that message. "I've got some ideas I want to try," he revealed after the race, "ideas I've had for a while. Some people have been a bit reluctant, but I'm hoping we can unlock some more performance." This is a subtle yet potent declaration. Hamilton is unequivocally signaling to the team, "Let me lead. Let me implement what I know works. Let me guide the evolution of this car." Because, evidently, when the elements align, he can still conjure magic from it. If you're finding this breakdown insightful, remember to leave a like and stay with us until the end. What we're witnessing here might not just be a brilliant drive. It could be the genesis of a new chapter in Ferrari's enduring quest for supremacy. If you're enjoying this video so far and want to see how this entire situation unfolds, what's coming next could entirely redefine Ferrari's season. Back in the garage, Hamilton's demeanor was calm and assured. For the first time in weeks, there was no frustration in his voice, no friction with his engineer, just satisfaction, control, and palpable progress. Meanwhile, the other side of the garage presented a stark contrast. Late in the race, Charles Leclerc was instructed to relinquish a position to Williams' Alex Albon due to a pending investigation. Leclerc disagreed, believing he had done nothing wrong, but Ferrari, fearing a time penalty, made the call. Sacrifice one position to avoid potentially losing 5. Leclerc complied, but his displeasure was evident. It was another instance where the internal dynamic between the two drivers came into sharp focus. This places Vasseur in a high-pressure situation. On one hand, he has a generational talent in Hamilton, who is clearly gaining momentum. On the other, he has Leclerc, fast, passionate, but visibly frustrated by strategy and team decisions. All of this unfolds under the looming shadow of a 15-year title drought. However, what this weekend unveiled, and what Vasseur has now conceded, is that Ferrari isn't adrift. They are close. The SF25 has the capability to deliver, but only once they solve the qualifying enigma. And the irony is, the solution might reside with the very man they hired to guide them back to glory. Because if Hamilton is permitted to influence setup direction, to apply his vast experience, to take the reins on how this car evolves, then Imola might not be remembered as a fortunate recovery. It might be remembered as the race where everything began to change. So where does this leave Ferrari now? In many respects, Imola wasn't merely a reset, it was a revelation. A performance that stripped away layers of confusion and exposed a truth hidden in plain sight. Qualifying is the Achilles heel. Sundays offer promise, but Saturdays are still costing them everything. And that newfound clarity is profoundly significant. It's now a blueprint, a call to action. The paramount question is, will Ferrari heed it? For Hamilton, the path ahead is brimming with possibilities. He has found his rhythm with the car. He is transmitting unequivocal signals to the team regarding necessary changes. Most importantly, he has done what great drivers do. He has reignited their belief. Belief that this car, this season, this move to Ferrari was not a misstep. That there is still time to reverse their fortunes. That there is still fire left to pursue something extraordinary. But belief is only potent if it translates into execution, if the team listens, if the upgrades yield results, if the one-lap performance can be unlocked. Because in this era of intensely tight competition, recovery drives, no matter how brilliant, will not secure championships. They will earn respect. They will command headlines. But the battle for the front is being decided on Saturdays. That is the next barrier Ferrari must breach. Meanwhile, the tension on the other side of the garage cannot be overlooked. Charles Leclerc remains the cherished golden child of Maranello, but after Imola, the spotlight is shifted, and with it, so might the balance of influence within the team. If Hamilton continues to outperform, to direct the technical trajectory, to push Ferrari beyond its comfort zone, how long before the team itself begins to transform around him? Yet, this is precisely what makes the current moment so captivating. We stand on the precipice of something that could either blossom into a full-scale resurgence or crumble under the weight of expectation, internal politics, and squandered opportunities. We have witnessed both scenarios before. Therefore, the upcoming races are absolutely critical. Monaco, Spain, Canada, these are not merely dates on the calendar. They are the proving grounds for whether Ferrari has genuinely turned a corner or if Imola was merely a fleeting spark. For Hamilton, they represent an opportunity to solidify something more than just results, to cement leadership, legacy, and belief within the red walls of Maranello. What are your thoughts? Has Hamilton, with one performance, reshaped Ferrari's season? Is Vasseur finally articulating what fans have been clamoring for months? And can this team, with all its storied history and immense pressure, truly rally behind this moment and construct something enduring? Share your perspectives in the comments. We are eager to hear your take on where this story is headed. And if you've made it to the end, thank you. Be sure to give the video a like if you found it insightful. Subscribe to the channel for more in-depth F1 narratives and activate the bell so you never miss a single twist in what is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic seasons in recent memory. Because if Imola was the spark, the next few races could ignite a fire that changes everything, and you'll want to be there when it happens.